Beginning workout.
Hey guys, Juan here, and this is my story of how I found my greatness with Nike. So, a little disclaimer about this video. As I'm talking about my own fitness journey here, I have to let you know that I'm no expert at weight loss or nutrition or fitness or running or anything like that. I'm simply doing everything that I was kind of brought up to know, and so take all of this with a grain of salt. This is just kind of my own personal journey as I continue to figure out what works best for me. I do get hurt a lot. I have ups and downs in my weight, but it's a journey, and that's part of the fun. So all my life I've struggled with weight. It's something that I've dealt with ever since I was a little kid. I've always been kind of a bigger, heavier person, and especially as I got older, I, kind of let things slide by. So at one point a few years ago, things got kind of scary actually. In my 30s, I had become very sedentary in my life, and I wasn't watching what I was eating, and I actually got upwards of about 300 pounds, and I knew that I needed to do something. And so a few years ago, I decided I needed to really take control of my health, and I started doing little things. It started off with things just like eating a little bit less, watching what I was eating, but I knew I didn't want to just stop there, right? I think I've always been kind of an athletic person in some sense, right? I played a lot of sports when I was growing up. As I began to feel more confident in the weight that I was losing, I began to incorporate workouts, and especially running. I've always been kind of a runner. I think I didn't grow up necessarily loving running, but when I got into college, I remember I really sort of fell in love with running. Ever since then, I think I have been kind of a runner. Not necessarily a great runner, but a runner, I think, nonetheless, right? It allowed me to do a lot of different things, right? It allowed me again to just kind of explore and see new things in a new perspective, right? Running was just lots and lots of fun. So I think I always knew that I wanted to be in a pair of Nike running shoes. I've always been a huge fan of Nike ever since I was growing up as a kid. I think I still really loved this idea of Nike and what they brought to the table in terms of athleticism and performance. And in fact, one of the things that really encouraged me in my journey of running was this really great commercial that I saw and found online. And it's this commercial about greatness and finding your greatness. And the commercial, it's a Nike commercial, right? Doesn't feature any superstar athletes or anything like that. It's actually of this young man who's a little bit bigger, right? And actually reminded me very much of myself when I was a kid. And he's kind of just trotting down the road, right? He's putting in his work, he's putting in his miles, and he's, maybe a little bit slow, but you can tell he's just determined and he's trying really hard. And so the commercial talks about how not all great athletes are the people that we see on TV necessarily, but everybody can be their own great athlete.
Strand. It's not some precious thing. Greatness is no more unique to us than breathing. We're all capable of it. All of us.
I think watching that commercial, right, and realizing that there's this greatness that I think is possible within all of us just really, really inspired me. And again, right, it just kind of got me thinking about how I wanted to do that. I thought I could do that. I felt like I could accomplish that in my pair of Nikes. Eventually I got into weightlifting, and that was also another big help, I think, in my journey. But essentially I think the biggest factor for me that helped in all of this was just consistency. Every day I knew that I had to put in a little bit of effort to make myself better, and so I set up routines, I set up schedules, I set alarms every single morning and forced myself, most mornings even, to try and get up and do just a little bit of something, to the point where I began working out almost every single day. And I really pushed myself, and I really found a routine that worked for me, and it just became kind of my daily habit, where every morning when I woke up, right, I knew I had to work out. I wanted to work out. It was something that became such an ingrained, important part of my life. Every morning I come out here and I'm either walking or working out in my garage. I gotta do something just to feel like I'm staying active. Whether it was running, whether it was weightlifting, whether it was cycling, whether it was swimming even, but the idea of putting in that effort every single day, every single morning, has just become such an integral part of the, healthy routine that I've tried to establish for myself. A lot of days were really great. Some days were failures, but most of the time it was just about following that pattern of getting up every single day and contributing a little bit of something to my weight loss journey. And as much as I possibly could, right, I keep going back to this idea of using my Nike shoes as part of that journey, right? Because again, it's just, there's something that I've always trusted, right? I think, as I've run several different races now, and I've been in half marathons and 10Ks and 5Ks and things like that, I've tried other brands, I've tried other shoes, and Nike, I think, has always just emerged as kind of the big winner for me in terms of comfort, in terms of performance, in terms of me just, again, right, really feeling good in those shoes. So a few weeks ago, I got home from work, and lo and behold, there was this huge box that was waiting for me at the door, and I had no idea what it was. I hadn't ordered any shoes recently, which was kind of a surprise actually. And so when I saw this box, right away I was extremely shocked and surprised when I noticed on the front that it said Nike Pegasus 40. And I knew right away that it was from Nike. It must have been from Nike. But again, I thought to myself, I didn't order any shoes. I don't know what this is. Of course, the very first thing that I saw was this sort of bubble wrapped plaque. And it's actually a frame. It's a frame with my photo on it. It's a photo that I had actually posted on Instagram at the end of last year when I took my final run of 2022, and I kind of documented how many miles I had run that year. It was 345, I believe it was. But yeah, it's a pair of my Nike Pegasus 38 shoes. And so again, right, I posted it on Instagram, just kind of celebrating my little victory at the end of the year there, because I was super proud of how many miles I had run. To see that Nike, I guess, found my my photo on Instagram, and they printed it out and they framed it for me. That was, I think, just incredible. But it doesn't end there. The second big thing that, again, you will notice is this sweet bag here. It says Nike Pegasus 40. Whoa, check that out. So a brand new pair of Nike Pegasus 40. And then over here on the side, whoa, we've got this incredible steel water bottle from Nike. One of the coolest parts of this box is the Polaroid that I got sent, the Polaroid Go camera. We got a few other things. Friendship bracelet. Nike is definitely one of my big friends. And then some new socks. Oh, these are awesome. So this, I think, was the part that really like blew me away. There was this card in here from Nike. And this card says, Juan, in 2022, you hit 345 milestones in your workhorse with wings. Now it's time to make the rest of 2023 even more iconic. Nike. Wow. I mean, the fact that somebody put all of this together, the fact that somebody went out and like saw my post at Nike and thought to themselves like, we need to celebrate this guy. I'm not worth celebrating. My 345 miles are not necessarily worth celebrating, I don't think. But again, they went out and they did this. And so again, right, as I look at all of this stuff, this really, really cool stuff, right? I'm just like completely blown away by this big, beautiful, gorgeous package that they all put together. But more than anything else, I think, you know, again, right, I'm just kind of blown away by the fact that, you know, somebody at Nike found my post and figured out who I was on their website, and they put this whole package together just to celebrate me, right? Little old me. And again, right, I'm just completely blown away and humbled by this, because to me it's just a part of this beautiful, wonderful, incredible journey that I've been on, right? As I've been trying to get healthy and, you know, become an athlete, to become the greatest I can possibly be. And to have somebody at Nike notice that, I think was just insane and beautiful, and it really moved me. It was just amazing. That was the incredible gift that I got from Nike. And you know, why I kept asking myself, why was this so important? You know, and part of it I think was just because it was a reminder of the long journey that I have been on for many, many years now. So, you know, fast forward to where I am now, right? I'm still on my journey. I'm at a point now where I feel really great about myself. I've lost some weight. I feel really good. Even as I'm in my mid 40s now, I feel really great about the kind of progress that I've made. My body, you know, is getting a little bit older, and you know, some things are beginning to hurt a little bit more, but I'm still trying as hard as I possibly can to get up every single morning and put in that work and put in that effort, because again, I want to make sure that I'm healthy. I want to make sure that I'm there for my kids as they grow up. I want to set a good example for them, right, in being their own great athlete, right? I want to encourage that as much as possible, right? I want them to be their own fantastic, wonderful athletes, right? And I think I need to be an example for them. So going back to that box that I received, I think again, that's part of why it's been so special for me, because I have been trying very hard. I've been trying extremely hard. Why am I crying? I don't know why I'm crying. I've been trying extremely hard to, again, just be the best person that I can be. And I've been trying to feel really, really good about myself and who I am, right? And give myself that confidence and that self-esteem boost. And working out has been a big part of that. And having Nike support me in that has just been a huge boost for me. And so I'm just extremely thankful, and I feel very blessed that I can still put in the miles and put in the work. You know, the journey continues. We keep pushing, we keep putting those miles in every single day. So thank you, thank you, Nike. Thank you, Nike, again for that incredible, beautiful, amazing package that has just uplifted me so much and made me feel like a true athlete. Even though sometimes I doubt myself. I just, it's been wonderful. And for all of you out there who are watching this, you know, I know so many of you guys have been such a wonderful, amazing part of this journey. I can't thank everybody else enough for being there for me and encouraging me and giving me your compliments and words of support and things like that. It has just meant the world to me as I've been, you know, on this health kick journey of mine. So you guys are all part of this, and I appreciate you all so much. So thank you all. And thank you guys for watching. You know, again, if you guys are, if you've watched my videos before, if you like my videos and you want to subscribe, you can click the subscribe button. You can definitely hit the like button as well. I always appreciate that. Leave me a comment. I love comments. You know, tell me about your own journey and where you are and things like that, and your health and stuff. And so anything that you want to share, I appreciate it. Thank you guys.